Hi guys, today I just got my short course race truck, WLtoys, and it's the A969, and I opened it already. It comes in a box like that, and I'm charging the battery up for it. A few weeks ago I got this one. This is the fast one, the buggy, and it's the A959B. And I say the B is for the bigger motor. That's a huge 540 motor. That years ago just came in the 1/10 scale, bigger stuff, not the 1/18. And I found this heatsink online, plus I put a fan on it because I learned a lesson the hard way. The PX Toys Sandyland burnt the motor up right away. It's a weird motor, a 380. I can't really get the motor easy. I'm in the Philippines. One place has the brushless motor, but then they don't have the all-in-one receiver for the brushless. So, and this thing blows differentials all the time. So I only have it here to show you guys. Probably don't buy that one. Don't buy the PX Toys unless you can easily get parts for it, whatever. But I'm just having a bad time with those. So I just have it included because the WL is amazing. All the stuff you can get for it. You can get the replacement plastic parts or you can upgrade. And I have plenty of monster trucks. So excuse me, so that's why I got the short course and that's why I got the buggy, just kind of staying away from the monster trucks, something new. And here's the difference. The standard one, it comes with the heatsink, but it's the smaller 390 motor, a smaller battery pack. It's a LiPo 7.4, but it's just 1100 milliamps. But I saw the guys are getting maybe 14 minutes runtime, 15 minutes. This guy, even though it has a bigger battery, 1500 milliamp hour, with the ginormous 540, I didn't exactly time it, but I would say 7 minutes, 8 minutes, depending how you drive. And by then, everything's pretty hot anyway. So even if you bought a second battery, let it cool down or you'll end up melting the solder and everything on the speed control or cooking the motor. So that's why I'm extra careful now. I have a fan. It doesn't blow on the heatsink because this body is so small. It didn't really fit back where the heatsink is. That's the low part. So I moved it up here. It's blowing across there, but then the heatsink has huge fins on it, and so it keeps it a lot better. Before you could hardly touch the motor after a run, and I'm like, that's not good. So cooled it down a little bit. And both of these, they have a little bit of oil in the shocks, but I just pop off the shock, unscrew the cap. I've got a little squeeze bottle and I fill it to the top with oil. You could probably use 30 weight, 40 weight, 50 weight. I happen to have 20 W50 for motorcycles, so I put it in there, and that helps a lot. So you don't have to buy oil-filled shocks right away until these are bent and broke and leaking or something, and then you can do that. The only downfall I see really on these is they have quite a bit of play in the steering right away. Both of them do. This one, when you got that much play in the steering, plus it's always spinning and it's so fast out of the box. They say it's 70 kilometers per hour, but you get 60 out of the box. I've seen the guys GPS them with a small GPS. I just got a big phone with my GPS, so it would not be accurate. It'd actually slow it down. But yeah, this is so fast. It gets squirrely because you got some play in the steering. I wouldn't recommend it for kids or new people. This is for, you can embarrass your friends with some of their fast, expensive hobby brand name ones with this. This little bugger packs a punch and it'll scoot right past the bigger ones. I saw a guy in Canada, he has some pro model brushless, and he also has this one, the B buggy, and this one is gone, and the brushless can never catch up. So yeah, these are fun. You can, for a smaller amount of money, embarrass your friends because these are amazing punch. The only reason I didn't get the 540 in this one, I just want a little more run time, and I just wanted to try the basic model out so I'd know a little bit more about the differences. I see the drive cups on the differentials where the dog bones go in. They're plastic. This one has metal. This one has Dean's connector on its battery. This one, I believe it's the JST they call it, so I can't really interchange the batteries. too easy. I chose this one for my fast one because it's nice low profile. It uses the spoiler as its wheelie bar. When you punch it, it's riding wheelies. It's riding on a spoiler. It's perfect for that. But I have crashed into another guy pretty hard one time. I jammed the steering. It didn't break anything or bend anything, but it was jammed. So I took out a couple screws, released the tension. The dog bone was fine after that. It was just all pinched. So what I did is I ordered a front bumper for the monster truck, the other one that I don't have, because should screw right on there. So I will have a bumper in the front, a little more protection, because this thing is wild, and I end up, I don't crash when I'm at half throttle, but when I'm at full throttle, I'll crash quite a bit because it just spins out and it'll hit stuff I don't want to hit. So I thought put a bumper on the front will help it a little bit. And one other thing, I always do some zip ties on these little body clips, flag them basically, cut them off, because the boys and I were losing body clips every time. But when you just put this little zip tie flag, you can find it in the dirt real easy, find it on the road, find it in the grass. So that's one little thing I do. I also glue my switch in the on position, a little hot melt glue, because when it lands hard or if it hits something, the switch will kick off, and then you got to take the body off and turn the switch back on. So basically, when I plug in my battery, that's when it's on. So I just glue the switch on. You guys don't have to do that. A fan, I have quite a few of these little fans. I stock up on them, and I'll be using some little zip ties. I'll find a good spot to mount it. Here, I think I got enough body room to get it right dead even with my heat sink. And I tie it right into my battery connector. So as soon as I plug in the battery, it's wide open and it'll always be running. It's easier if you just plug it in with your motor, but then it doesn't run in reverse. And if you're just going slow, the fan's going slow. So these things all get kind of hot. And when the motor gets hot, it's binding the bearings, everything's swelling up, which puts a bigger load on your electronic speed control. So I think the primary thing, just keep the motor cooler, and then you might not have to put a fan on that. I see some guys do that, and it's up to you, and every model varies, and whatever batteries you're running and whatever you're doing, you can decide on that. But yeah, I'm really liking these WLtoys because just any part you want to do, you can do the aluminum pan, the chassis, all aluminum parts if you want. I don't do it myself because, some guys say, if you do crash really hard, then you bend stuff and it stays bent. Here, they're nice and flexible. And if I find a problem area, I'll upgrade it. But I guess just keep the price down low and I'll replace what needs replacing. But yeah, some of the guys, I'm a member of the Facebook, the WLtoys owners group, and man, those guys really, some of them all out on the modifications. It's like a big show. I can't compete with that, but it's just fun to see what everybody's doing. So if you guys get one of these, check that out on Facebook, become a member of the WL owners group, and everybody's having fun putting LED lights on, and they're modding it out, and they put little videos and stuff on. So it's a good time. Every time I see somebody gets a new one in the mail, I put a like on it because we're kind of growing the sport, the hobby. So next I'll do a run video. I'm just going to do my fan first and a couple little things I do, put my oil in my shocks, and then we'll do a little run video. So hope you guys can subscribe. We'll do some races between these guys and the other ones. I got GP Toys, I got Zinglahong, and then I've got my dreaded PX Toys Sandyland, plus another PX Toys, the Speed Pioneer, which is not very speedy. I don't know why they named it Speed Pioneer, because these guys here at WLtoys will blow it away every time. So thank you for watching.